Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today, Season 2 finale for The Wire. This is Episode 12, Port in a Storm. Thoughts on the last episode, they'll be on the back half of there, but the episode ended with our boy Frank walking down towards the Greek and Spiros and all them, and does not feel good, because they got the phone call from the feds, their Fed agent who's in with them, so, I didn't quite crack the salute for Frank last episode, but I have a feeling we'll be sending him off this time. Now, this show has had a lot of characters, a lot of loose ends, a lot of associations, different groups, legal, illegal, all over the place. So like the first season wrapped up and I was like, oh, this story's over. We solved the case and everything went on. But it's like, I feel like with this second season now, we're like growing out Baltimore. So I don't know, like, how would this wrap up? Like, Prop Joe is still out there, Brother Muzone, Omar, all the doc stuff, all the workers, Sobotka's glass window, which is like taking up a spot where Valchek wants his shit. And it's like everything else in this season. All these characters, all these situations, do they kind of go into the portfolio of The Wire going forward? Or is it just, Season 3, new case, new place? The story moves on, like with Season 1 into 2. I'm saying all this because while in the end of the first season and into the second I said, hey, I'll be stopping at the end of Season 2, taking a break before picking up 3. That still may be the case. But there's just a lot of characters and a lot of loose ends. What's Nick gonna do? Is he gonna come clean? Is he gonna... he's got a warrant out for him for everything. Stringer just running things on the street, and haven't seen our boy Barksdale in a while. I was gonna say D'Angelo. We haven't seen him in a while either, but for different reasons. I just feel like if I changed my editing style and my recording style, I could edit things quicker, because that's the big thing for me, is just motivation to edit. I don't like editing. It takes a lot of time. It's boring as fuck. I have to look at myself. I have to hear myself. I have to vet what I think is, commentary enough to get through, but also get through the edits, the filters for copyright. If that's the drawback and causing edits to be slow on coming out, it's a problem. Anyway, blah, 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 6 minutes of talking. Let's get into the finale. This is The Wire, Season 2, Episode 12. Port in a Storm. Yeah, it's gonna be. Here we go.
WAYE News Time, 8:05. It's going to be partly cloudy, breezy, and warm today with highs around 80.
I thought we were about to pull up on Frank's mutilated body. I was about to start doing some improvised Biggie rap that nobody wants to hear. Yeah, you have an active warrant out for you. Aren't you going to the station? Ooh, trolling bodies out the bay. That doesn't bode well. All of them watching too. It's gotta be fucking cold Frank getting pulled out, right? Frank struck. No, Uncle Frank. I saw a white body with a bald head. Yeah. Fucking definitely murder. They didn't try to hide that.
7672 KGA.
KGA, go ahead, 7672.
Notify homicide, the OCME.
He was in the papers as being 30. He was losing out on the projects. People are gonna... For him to show up, throat cut, business. Always business. The Greek.
And this guy, Steven Rados, what's he?
Fitzhugh's running them through every database. So far, nothing but a driver's license in D.C.
When Sobotka comes in today, maybe he gives us a line on every last Greek.
Yeah, comes in today. Right.
All of them John Does. And that's just headless and handless in the Middle Atlantic region. If you want to go nationwide, you're going to be up over 4 days.
Right. Hands, heads, they weren't us.
We are policing a culture in moral decline.
Hands behind the back in a hospital swagger walk. What?
Have a seat.
I can't. Gotta get back out there, take care of business. I just want to let you know that we got your back. You know, whoever did this, we'll find them.
I appreciate the offer, but that won't be necessary.
Well, all I'm saying is...
I understand perfectly well what you're saying. What I am saying to you is, I will take care of them myself. Thank you for your concern.
Stringer hopes that he means kill them on the side or take care of it, but what Brother Muzone might mean is like get to the bottom of it, which Stringer does not want because, you know, that Omar spare has got to be working at him.
Fucking Greek bastards. Get out of my fucking way. Get over me. Fuck all of you. He was there for all of you, and now you're nowhere for him.
Getting your ass shot is not gonna fucking make anything better.
Go play gangster.
Like your fucking cousin?
Yeah, this is the port, and they are in a storm right now.
Let's go.
What was she firing, yo?
Dirty bomb. Better stop chasing.
I didn't recognize this cop for a minute. I haven't seen him in a while, right? Since the end of season 1?
Look out.
Are you kidding me, Bubs? I mean, no, you're not kidding me, Bubs. This is what you do. What happened to him?
Good looking out, Johnny.
I didn't realize he was still fucking, you know, either strung out or on whatever still. Oh, Valchek is gonna feel like he won, right? If Frank shows up dead? I never even thought about Valchek. That's not unusual.
Stabbed repeatedly. Torso, abdomen. And they cut his throat to be sure. Single-edged blade. He fought, too.
Okay, when she cries, maybe she looks like she's 40. Is that a fair? Can we at the end of the season come together that when anyone cries, they look older? When I cry, I sure as fuck do.
Either we get to him now and roll him, or he comes into the district with a lawyer. He comes in with a lawyer, he's less likely to go for something in the box.
We stay with these guys on their cases, we ain't never gonna get no respect. I figure when the detail's over, I go back to straight narcotics, try to get over the Dawson shift, find a new rabbi. What about you?
Don't know.
He was coming in as a cooperator, offering up the drug and prostitution ring he'd been smuggling for.
He lays down with gangsters, gets up with his throat cut. Almost feel sorry for the son of a bitch.
The case had enough legs on it that I got Burrell committed to keeping my crew together as a major case squad working out of CID.
Is that what season 3 is?
Well, I'm gonna charge his narrow ass.
You're gonna do your son-in-law.
You don't think I didn't tell her not to marry that brain-dead son of a bitch?
They've all got Perez throwing the punch, no question. But they've also got you addressing a subordinate officer as a shitbird. I mean, I could probably get my own people to cheat it for you, but the FBI, well, you know how tight ass they are.
Roland Presbeluski rides the southeastern desk on midnight shift for 2 months. Penny cheap sucker punch. That would have got his ass kicked in by a real police, except for the fact that I have my daughter's feelings to consider.
There is a path for him. Prez has a path.
You got some for Freeman? Homicide, Senator.
Officer, my son wants to turn himself in on a warrant.
What name am I looking for?
Sobotka. Nicholas Sobotka.
Morphine? From a city amber? You should be ashamed of calling me on this one.
Bail out Kima and McNuddles. Help me.
The body came up.
I saw on the television.
We weighted him down pretty goddamn good, but the water just coughed him back up. Nico, the nephew. By now he knows.
Our people wait for him, but so do the police.
Yeah, he knows my name, but my name is not my name. To them, you're only the Greek.
And of course.
He looked at him when he said
I'm not even Greek.
Ouzo, is that what they're drinking? I've not had that before.
On the docks this week. 150 kilograms.
And no one to pick it up. Lambs go to slaughter. A man, he learns when to walk away. No, we go.
The slightest hint of disagreement there between them. I mean, they've had philosophical views on Nikki or Frank.
Still here.
My God, man. they were fucking around talking about something when somebody drove away another time, and now they're both asleep. When someone else is driving away.
We left the man we think is the number 2 for the operation on the street, hoping he'd lead us to number 1.
Leaving only me and my 14 bodies. When, oh, when do we get to that bit of business?
In all likelihood, Frank Sobotka was going to speak to that. Now we're a step back, sorry to say.
Come on, Bubs, you gotta do better. You wanna walk on this.
How about some murders?
You come talking about going to jail. You hearing this, Donnie? Like, we ain't got no history in this room. Like, we ain't friends or nothing.
Remember that East Sider got shot in the high rises, right? You remember that shit, right?
Took over a couple of towers from the Stringer Bells boys. Then some crazy-ass bow-tie nigga came in and chased his ass home.
What happened?
Oh, right, when Cheese got shot in the arm with a plastic pellet or whatever it was.
It's like a Stringer Bell and them are sharing him.
Sharing?
You have a public defender sitting next to you, Mr. Sobotka. If there's anything about this deal you don't understand...
They killed my uncle. I don't need to talk to no one but you people.
You know they did
it. Right. He told me go home, Nikki, I'm doing it without you.
Spiros calls me after everybody's getting arrested, right? Tells me he wants us to keep our mouths shut. But Uncle Frank, he says he ain't gonna.
So your uncle went to meet them and talk about that?
Under the Key Bridge.
If they killed your uncle to shut him up, they probably...
Want to kill me, too? I was gonna go down there with him. He wouldn't.
That was a nice zoom work showing Frank in the background and then going back to Nick for the foreground.
Your cousin signed a statement. He put himself in. Talked about buying the gun. The bill of sale from the pawn shop is in there, too.
As you can see, we're willing to honor that deal even if it didn't happen for your uncle.
That's nice of them to even fucking put it on the table for him.
Spiros was the main guy. He told me and Frank which cans to disappear. And then when it came to me and the drugs, he was the one that hooked that up, too.
The guy's gonna be in the picture in the background. Nick's gonna see it.
Someone he was in communication with.
Yeah, the Greek. Sure. I know who you mean. I mean, I don't have a name or nothing. That's the Greek right there.
Cheese runs with Proposition Joe's mob. Had a few corners off of Ashland last I heard.
What's the verdict?
He did good for us.
So I'm out to start, huh?
Yeah, I owe you one, Sandy.
Oh, yeah. Both of them?
Yeah, that one's his valet.
Yeah, FBI man, what do you got?
Found this guy. Federal court computer down in D.C. But not in a bad way. He's a K Street lawyer down there.
You people got reach.
Yeah, it's about $300,000 in man hours we're holding here.
You got to call the U.S. Attorney about witness protection. We're rounding up his girl and kid.
Weird camera angle. Why that pushing on him?
Okay. Thanks.
See, a text message would have sufficed. She wouldn't have to be interrupted what she was doing to get him to talk to somebody. It's just the information would be there. Please text people. Is he going to recognize FBI guy on there, or is he going to try to cover it up?
May I speak with Agent Kutras, please? Who? Agent Kutras.
He's no longer with the San Diego field office.
Oh.
Well, where's he at?
You can try headquarters in Washington. Counterterrorism.
For how long?
I'd have to check, but I'm sure he's been gone from here more than a year.
So he's realizing now that all their stuff would put him in the loop. That's what I'm guessing.
Either he comes home in the next 5 minutes, or I eat my gun.
We will take this door once in the morning and once again at night, and we will toss your house until there isn't a piece of furniture with more than 3 legs left on it.
He went in
You hear me?
yesterday.
Officer, my son turned himself into the police last night.
I'm gonna start calling him Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
There'll be an agent posted outside. If you go anywhere, go with him.
How do you explain this to the kid? Because that kid is old enough to understand shit.
Wanted us to get a place, right?
They probably dumped the body in that area, right?
No use in dragging a headless torso around further than you need.
I bet you there's a fucking police detective somewhere else looking at a table full of heads right now.
You're not saying though, Butchie, something just ain't feel right. The man even know what I was saying.
So I just eased off. You think brother played me?
No. Y'all can't read line eyes after all these years. And I'll be talking to a dead man. You saying Stringer told you the brother had something to do with your boy, Brandon?
Yeah.
If Avon contracted him to get at you, the brother wouldn't have stopped coming until you two bumped. Avon's father was plain evil, and the son ain't no better. Neither is Stringer now that we making a list.
Oh, I'm going hard after Stringer.
How you gonna get at it?
Man, I don't even know, Butch. The man got to be got, you feel me? What you see, Butch?
Nothing, really.
Too much, boy. Too damn much.
A lot happened overnight.
Not to us.
Look, this isn't personal.
We're not even people in this unit. We're your goddamn pack mules.
Sit on this house, transport this mope, wait for that one. I saw in the postings that Major Colvin needs a sergeant in the Western. Flex squad. And last time I checked, I had stripes.
Flashback to the beginning of the season, him trying to get back in with them and blah, 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 and then here we are.
I'm late for something.
I saw her taking pictures I didn't see who of in the edit. I will catch it.
You say you want everybody came on the port that day?
No, we're looking for anything out of the ordinary. Probably at night.
Oh, unusual. You should have said so. Wouldn't do much good. Afraid Walt's not as up to speed as the rest of us.
Oh, you're the quick one around here? Ooh, your average Philadelphian, folks.
At the video case.
Strangely helpful, folks. Right, yeah. She was saying, when is there going to be time for me, us, and...
If a kid can't hold on to a little old box without no help, we got problems.
Wah, we got problems. That's what's registering.
This baby is gonna come out of my belly and need both of us. I mean, it may not be real for you yet, but God damn it, it's real for me.
Pick it up, Chemo, as you walk by. Pick it. You're looking. You're looking. They cheated me with such a good eye line, and then they... No.
What's gonna happen, Nikki? Nikki.
Just say we'll talk about it in the morning, and then tomorrow, say that we'll talk about it tomorrow. And just keep moving the goalposts for the rest of your life.
Box. There's no one on a pickup.
Where's it from?
Lee Harvey, France.
This is the one that the Greek conspirators are saying would be down here, and they'd have to send their own people to come get it.
Last call to Aton's cell phone, the re-up went to 12.
He doubles his re up to 12 kilos?
That's her right there.
Ain't doing the dirt, though.
Sorry to hear about my boy Sergey. Aton, too.
There'll be some new faces. The last shipment is lost.
Lost?
Sitting on the docks. Go get it.
The police might be sitting on it.
You ain't sure? I'm gonna let your new people find me. Have a safe trip.
Ice cream truck. Thinking of The Sopranos.
It's 12 in this, 15 in that, and if the rest of them holds the same pattern, well,
Maybe 200 kilos of raw left on the pier. If they don't get onto us when they did, this might have been a hell of a case.
Ambush.
Hey, looky.
You put on out-of-town talent at a high price, you expect them to get the motherfucking job done.
No, he said that thing between us is absolved.
Absolved? What the fuck do that mean? Now, if the word get out on the street that we weak like this, how the fuck we supposed to maintain our shit? How you gonna ask a soldier like Mazon a question like that? Either he gonna say, or he gonna go and work it out. Either way, you ain't got to be asking him shit.
He's worried for his own ass. We can't talk about that.
The street is the street. Always. Yeah, you need to go to Prop Joe. I ain't gonna argue with you. You run it as you see fit. At least till I get home, you do.
It's already been that way, man.
Us, man.
Us.
That's a rough one.
It's multiplexed. It's a way to save money. Instead of one camera, one VCR. It's 10 cameras playing on one VCR tape.
Can you make sense of it?
Not a problem with this software.
Yeah, break up the
Just
frames.
duplex it.
Tell me we got cameras inside.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my pants are wet. Yeah. Come on, baby. Yo. Yeah.
You'd think, I don't know. Would they be worried about cameras inside like that?
Re-up gonna be about a week or so late. My people having to readjust to some shit. A week? No later than that, they say.
Who's watching them?
What's the news?
Four cops are sitting on a can, come off the Adriatica.
I mean about Frank.
What's the district council saying?
Gentlemen? Mr. Pacusa just came to make it clear that if there's not some cleaning up in here, this local will be decertified.
It'll be a federal magistrate down the courthouse deciding things.
Take the opportunity to elect new officers, or the U.S. attorney will padlock the door, and you'll be outside looking in.
Is that a thing? Seems like they're meddling in what the union does. I don't think that's...
One man, one vote.
You don't think that had anything to do with this smoke, huh?
It's the Turkish guy, because he had the crescent and the star, and the Greek was like, ah.
This has nothing to do with me.
Exhibit number 2.
This is aggravated murder and kidnapping. In this state, it's a death penalty case.
I didn't kill him.
Sweating already. You're gonna indict the
Vonda's
big guy
dead.
for murder.
He cut his throat.
You want a coffee? Soda?
Vodka. Coffee.
Look at that shit-eating grin. Look at it.
They're down. All 14 of them. Abated by the untimely death of a known suspect. Want to tell Ross?
Let him stew a while longer.
Before he gets the good news.
Who's the man above Vondas?
The Greek. A hotel at the harbor.
Fingerprints, DNA, lip stuff. Let's get them. Although I don't know what DNA tech was like. I don't recall what it was like in the early 2000s.
Business. Always business.
Where are we? BWI? Post 9/11?
What'd you forget?
Nothing important.
Oh, he fucking forgot that.
What happened?
Case hit the wall.
How so?
The Sobotka nephew breaks for the smuggling and the drugs. The Russian breaks for the murder that fucking killed my girls. We were late for Vondopoulos and the Greek.
We got interstate flight warrants out, but from what the Sobotka kid says, these guys collect passports.
We ain't even got a name for the Greek yet, right?
The leak wasn't your people. When I called around looking for info on your targets, I used the FedCom software, you know? I'm guessing Vondopoulos, the Greek, was an asset to them. You know, hooked up like that over who knows what. I'm sorry, Lieutenant.
Fucked from up on high. What do you know?
World just keeps turning, right? You guys move on to something new?
Season 3.
Where are you going?
Work.
What? Relocation? I don't think you're going to be working the docks, or witness protection, rather, not relocation. Another photo of the van. Well, no, he...
Frank, you cocksucker. Spoczywaj, spokoju.
Fuck else am I gonna go? Seniority sucks.
If you ain't senior.
I'm still thinking back to that one man, one vote scene, because they reshowed Frank in the poster there. I'm interpreting that in multiple ways. I don't know, man. I don't feel safe for Nick. These weird shots and all the tattoos of the people who are cut up, all the prominent tattoos, and they're showing his tattoo. It's like I'm making a connection. What? Who's the car coming up behind him? Why is this outro music so loud? Wow. They weren't kidding when they said this is, you know, we're going to turn this into a federal and... One guard was looking at the camera. Come on, man. Don't do that. I thought the music was going to come down when she dropped it, but... Why box up everything else but then leave that picture of the Greek on the board? Slow-mo, slice of life outro in progress. Goodbye, Nick, maybe? I gotta do one for Frank anyway. Is he gonna face it or just get it in the back? Yeah, this is foreboding, right? Like, what's this reveal? We revealed the car earlier, and that's why I thought he was dead. Now we're getting the music and the car's gone? What? 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 I don't... What? Okay, let's get to the outro. Season 2, Episode 12, Port in a Storm. The Detail has a setback and needs a new cooperator while Russell and Bunk revisit Philly looking for evidence. Yeah, the Detail has a setback. It needs a new cooperator, i.e. motherfucking Frank is dead. Okay, so that was the finale episode. I would definitely say the previous episode, I don't want to say it was better, that Bad Dreams, that Frank-centric episode was better, but I'm just kind of, for some reason, kind of out of like a blank, a loss of words for, you know, what I just watched. It was good to see Bubs again, more of Brother Muzone. He's going to be doing his own thing. Omar, you know, so a few people they're reintroducing for this last episode, because I'm imagining they're going to have bigger parts to play now in season 3. Because, you know, the docks in season 2 and that side of Baltimore has occupied so much time that we're going to bleed back, it feels like, into previous things. The Greek is out there, you know, him and Spiros bounced, so will they be back? Do they play a part larger in the show or other seasons? I don't know, and please don't tell me. This sucks because I know after I edit I'll have a more cohesive view of the episode and I'll have more constructed thoughts because the dust will have settled, and then I'll be reviewing it as I cut it up. But for right now, I'm just like, okay, that all happened. For some reason, I think, like, I would have wanted, it's going to sound strange saying this, but more of Valchek at the end, maybe Valchek looking at Frank's window, or just some sort of, you know, this started because of the window, and, you know, him getting that letter in the mail, like, you know, or the new picture, like Frank's still laughing at him, and he was like, oh, Frank, almost like Frank was an old friend or something, which I'm not writing off Valchek's, you know, treatment of Frank and all them. Then come full circle, I almost feel sorry for this. No, it's like, shut up. Just hate him and own that. Like, if you didn't feel that strongly about it, you shouldn't have gone through everything that you did with your power, your station, your authority. I don't know, man. I really thought Nick was going to die there at the end. I thought someone was coming up to kill him, and he was just, you know, ready to accept it, and then it didn't happen, and he just walked away. He said he had to get back to work, to his girl and kid, but I feel like he's not ready to die, but understands it could happen. Anyways, there's a lot here, and as I mentioned, editing will bring it all together for me. It's just a shame that I do this outro right after watching the episode without any time to process or develop thoughts, but that's going to do it for me for now. I do not know when Season 3 will start. It depends on when I will have the time and the mood, because I don't want to start recording shit and then never edit it. I don't want to be teasing shit out, so we'll see what happens, and yeah, looking forward to the next one and hope to see you then. Thanks again, and goodbye.